Okay, it's just been recently. I don't know if it's still on. Christmas in July, I think, has just ended or nearly ended. And we've got an interesting piece that could be appropriate for that time of year, but it's more to do with the main Christmas in December. But let's see if we can make this look any good. Yeah, I think I only paid $2 or $3 for this. See, it's more Christmassy. Let's see what this item is. It's to do with Christmas. It is a plush toy Santa Claus. Oh, it's got that. Oh, it's meant to be a hook. I think that hangs off the Christmas tree. Anyway, that's our Santa. He even comes with his own bell. Interesting. I don't believe in children believing in Santa, and yet, actually, yeah, $1 on his bum. $1 on his bum. I'll just chuck that there. $1 on the Santa Claus's bum. So yeah, I think that's how much it actually cost. $1. $1 for Saint Nick. Well, that's the original Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas. Of course, you know, Santa Claus was the actual red Santa Claus that we know. Apparently, is a marketing what do they call it? A marketing device for Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola was responsible for the Santa Claus that we know today. Santa Claus in red and white. That's the Coca-Cola piece. So we're just going to put it on 190, maybe here, 190. But basically, yeah, he is a marketing device for Coca-Cola company, incidentally. So yeah, there you go, a bit of history, a bit of trivia. Taking a bit of time, folks. Let's see what our version of Santa Claus looks like. Yeah, we've cut too much of him off the bottom. The head, that looks really nicely framed. We're going to make him a bit smaller on the, yeah. So yeah, going to make it. It's going to fit into size. And I'm going to have to lighten it off too. So we're going to make it 170 by 170. And he's going to be lightened. I'm going to lighten him right off. I think we have to lighten him further. So we're just going to go here. Contrast is too high. So we're just going to use this and the contrast will go. There won't be any contrast with that. So now let's see how our Santa Claus looks. Let's see how Santa looks. Yeah, that's a better fit. That looks pretty much it. It looks quite nice. We're going to do something else with this. I'm actually wondering if we're going to lighten it further or not. We're going to do something more interesting with this character. going to remove that, and we're going to put it to 100, and we're just going to take our Santa Claus. I don't know what to do with him because I don't believe children should believe in Santa. I've got my own idea of what Christmas is about. I've got my own idea. So yeah, Christmas isn't about Santa and all this capitalist fart-assing around. Because they just turn a celebration into an opportunity to make money. It's the same with Easter, it's the same with Australia Day, you name it, there's always got to be a monetary thing to it. Now that looks interesting, but it's not quite what we want. So yeah, we have to fucking, I don't bother celebrating Christmas or New Year's Eve. I don't follow that shit, folks. However much I'd like to celebrate New Year's Eve, I don't have... there's a loved one I'm currently missing, and I'm trying to get myself on television in order to locate him. And I'm trying to make these videos here to make it into the primetime news slot so that we can both find each other. I really miss him dearly. I really miss my partner dearly. It really hurts to be alone, to be away from someone you actually love. But I have to fucking try my best to make something of this. I've got to try and make something of it, even though it's difficult and it's lonely. It's extremely lonely and painful dealing with this shit that I've reaped upon myself when I was young. I'm not happy with what I did when I was young, but I felt it was the right thing at the time to do. And the result was I didn't marry Luigi when I was young. So I'm going to make this stretched. I'm going to stretch this part of Santa across. That looks quite interesting. But yeah, we've got to try... I've got to try and do something to make a difference here. I'm trying my best to make my videos appealing. Try to talk about things that are in the current affairs that we talk about. I want to have... It's not just about me. I do want to talk about things, but basically it just gets really, really, really lonely dealing with the past and having to try and make a better future for myself. And I know that I can do it if the news channels could just walk away from the coronavirus for just a minute. If they could just put the coronavirus away and just give me a bit of time, a bit of airtime, because I'm really desperate to find this person, and really every day that goes by, it's a real kicker. It's a real pain in the ass having to try and appeal to the media to locate this person. It's really difficult, folks. It's quite exasperating when you see coronavirus this, coronavirus that. I even call television coronavision now. I call it coronavision. That's how fucking fed up I am, folks. That's how I feel. I just feel so fucking fed up. But I can't do anything about it. I just have to keep making my videos and uploading them and burning them to disk and handing them out. I've done thousands of videos. I've been working on this TV campaign now for like more than 8 years. Now that looks shit house. I think, just wondering what we did wrong. Because we wanted, fuck. I have to enlarge it bigger. That's what I have to do. But yeah, I'm just so over the rolling coronavirus coverage. It's just so monotonous, and so worrisome. I don't want to worry. I don't want to be watching that shit. It plays with my head. I know I have to know a little bit about it, sure, to protect myself, to protect others, to know what the law is. If it's mandatory to wear masks in future, I have to know about the masks, for example. I have to know, and I think I've made that too big. I've got to know about extremely basic stuff, stuff that's really important, but I don't want to fucking be mind fucked to hell with this shit. I don't want to be mind fucked. I don't want to be I don't want my head to be done in. I just want to know the basics, and that's it. The only thing I find I like about this is the possibility of a vaccine. That's what I like to hear about. That's the only part of the coronavirus conundrum I really like, is hearing about the possibility of a vaccine to fix the problem once and for all. But apart from that, I don't want to know about it, folks. I don't want to know about it. Big time. Now I wonder if this head looks shit house. I don't know if I like this. Fucked it up. This is not an easy demo, folks. This is not as easy as I was hoping. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to move it around. I'm going to take this and slip and slide it around. But basically, yeah, I'm just so dead shit over this damn virus. It's just a shit. Now, this is not good. I'm going to try and get back my first piece showing the Santa Claus. I'm actually thinking we can use this. This one, there's our first version. We're going to try another take on this, folks. But yeah, it's just really difficult trying to compete with something that's just gone apeshit all over the place, and it's a pandemic, and we have to know a bit about it, folks. But I don't want to fucking hear about it every time the news comes on. I don't watch television or listen to the radio while I'm here at home. But as soon as I'm in a car or at work or in a cafeteria which has a television, it's all there. On the radio or on the television, no fail, it's there. The coronavirus is there. All in its ugly, fucked up splendour. Now I just don't like the way this is looking. So yeah, I'm just so pissed off with the way things are going. Why everything has to be about the coronavirus. Why can't it be about a love story like this? Honestly, I'm sick to fuck of it. I just want to relax. I just want to be at peace. I don't want to hear about a fucking pandemic that I have no fucking control over. Except to take precautions. But even taking precautions, that fucking disease can get you. I don't want to fucking know about something I have no control over. I don't like it. There's no control. You can't stop this thing. This thing is a juggernaut. It's just going to keep coming until they fucking find a vaccine. And that's the only thing I like to see, is hearing that there might be a vaccine before the end of this fucking 2020. This shit year that we've had with fucking crap in the news. Be it the coronavirus or earlier on this year, the bushfires. There's always some bad news that just has to stick its fucking nose in the fucking wrong place. I'm trying to get on television to fucking find a loved one, and I want to make a difference in the world, but I can't do it on my own. I'm not rich. I'm alone. I'm lonely, and this loneliness does drive me mad. And I'm going to be lonely with this fucking dumbass coronavirus in my fucking face And I'm not happy with that happening. So I'm not happy the way the world has become. It's always they always have to have this rolling coverage. Every time there's a fucking disaster, every time there's a fucking pandemic, every time they have to fucking roll and roll and roll and churn and churn and churn around, constantly on the same fucking broken record. If anyone remembers vinyl LPs, when you have a scratch on it, the stylus won't get out of the groove and it keeps repeating itself. Or maybe if you are someone who remembers compact discs, CDs, again you can get a funny result. Not quite the same as an LP, or a long playing record. Yeah, so if you remember those things and how they sound when they're broken, well, this is what the coronavirus is like. And we don't need it. Take the fucking record off and get rid of it. We don't want it. We don't want to hear the coronavirus repeat. Fuck. Anyway, this is not the greatest, but I couldn't find another method to make this look good. I think now we can call it quits.